Hello everyone, good morning. Myself Muralidhar Reddy. I'm a DevOps consultant and solution architect. Now we are going to discussing about working with SSH command. Let's see the demo so that you will get some idea. So for that one, right, here we have a day 5 working with SSH command. I already written the documentation. We can also see the demo so that you will get some idea. So for that one, here we have a EC2 instance. Now we can see that. So SSH command, SSH is nothing but shell secure. Using this SSH command, we can connect the Linux servers. Example, if you want to be connect that Amazon Linux server, Ubuntu, CentOS, Red Hat, Fedora, any Linux operating systems, we can connect using SSH command. Before going to use SSH command, first we can understand. Usually, right, if we have any Linux server, we are connecting using putty. Just I'm giving that either public IP or private IP, and then I'm trying to connect. Right, I have uploaded a PPK file. We can connect the server using putty. Okay, we also have the alternative. So using SSH command also we can connect the server. So now we can see that one. So for that one, here I have opened the command prompt in the downloads folder. In this particular downloads folder only, my PEM file also available. Now using SSH command, we can connect SSH -i. -i, you need to provide the inventory, that particular PEM file. Here I'm giving that info.pem. How do we know which PEM file I need to provide? Here you can go to your EC2 instance. In right side, right, here you can see that your key name is infra1. So that's why I have given that infra.pem. Remember that particular infra.pem file is available in the downloads folder only. Here you have to remember, usually when you are connecting through putty, right, you need to convert PEM to PPK file. But when you are trying to connect using SSH command, you don't require to convert. You can directly give the infra.pem and then space. And what is the username for Amazon Linux? So here you need to give the username, ec-user @ and here you can give the IP address or DNS name. Anything is fine. But here in our case, right, I'm giving that IP address and also I'm giving the public IP. The reason, right, in case if you want to be connect a private IP, you need to connect the client VPN or Cisco VPN. But in our case, we don't have. That's why currently I'm connecting using public IP. Now you can copy this public IP. Now you can go here, go to here, and you can paste here. Again, I'm repeating SSH -inventory, that particular PEM file you need to provide infra.pem file, ec2-user @ and here you need to give it either IP address or DNS name. You can give anything. So here I have given IP address. Now you can enter. Now when you are connecting first time, right, it will ask yes or no option, and here you can give the yes button. If you give the yes button, what will happen? It will connect it to the particular server. If you see here, now I have connected to the server, that is ec2-user, the particular server I have connected. Here you can see that when you use this SSH command, the particular in the .ssh, whatever my user, right, user mmred and .ssh in the noun host file, it is added this my public IP, whatever it is added, that particular one, this particular whatever, right, it is added there. So now when you're trying to connect next time, right, it won't ask yes or no option. The reason in noun host file, it is already there my public IP. That's why that's why it is understand. Okay, I need to allow. You don't require to ask again and again yes or no option. Understand, right? Now here I have connected the server. Now you can, if you want, you can switch to sudo su -. If you see here, currently I'm in the root user. Understand, right? Any questions? Any questions now? So using SSH command, we can connect. Now you can exit. I'm exiting this. Exit this one. Now I have disconnected the particular server. Now again I'm trying to run this one, SSH-i infra.pem, and here you can give that ec2-user @ and here you need to give the public IP. Just copy a public IP or private IP. In my case, public IP. Now you can enter. If you observe here, this time it is not asking yes or no option. Directly it is connected. Understand, right? Directly it is connected to the server. Any questions now? Any questions? If you are trying to connect first time, it will ask yes or no option, and your IP address will be stored in the .ssh noun host file. From next onwards, if you are trying to connect same IP address, it won't ask yes or no option. Directly it will be stored. It will be connected to the particular server. Understand, right? Clear. Here, one more thing you have to remember. Here, usually we are connected using this particular Amazon Linux EC2 server, that particular username, that is EC2 user. Sometimes, right, in real time, right, when you join any organization, in the particular organization, we may have, in the organization, they will give a laptop, right, either Windows or Linux, Windows or Mac laptop. Then you need to connect to that particular laptop. You will be having that username password, right? Example, username Murli, password, whatever. So you can use that particular username password to connect the server as well. How do we connect? Here you can give it SSH. Example, I'm giving example Murali Adre, and here you can give it example my public IP I'm giving. Okay, here you can connect this one. Now it will ask that your password. Now you can enter your password so that it will be connect to the server. Again, I'm repeating, you can connect using default username EC-user. When you are connecting using a default user EC-user, you have to provide your PEM file. But when you're connecting using specific username, example Murli at the particular IP address, then here you need to provide the password. Okay, your active directory AD password, you have to provide it. Okay, and one more option also we have, right? One more option, when you give that when you give this SSH Murli Adre, and here you can give it your public IP, so our private IP or private DNS or public DNS, whatever. Now here you can connect. Now here it won't ask any credentials. It won't ask any credentials. Directly it will be connect. How it will connect? So how it will connect? The reason, example, this is my office laptop. Techworld with Murli, example, I'm working in the Techworld with Murli company. So they have provided the laptop. Okay. Now when I give this SSH, my username, address this one, directly it will be connect. The reason my public key. Okay. Using SSH-keygen. Let me create that one so that you will get some idea. Now you can go here, exit one. It means it will be disconnect. Okay. CLS, clear that. SSH keygen. Enter. Here it is asking enter. If you see here we have a public key. If you see here, this is a public key. So this my public key, what we will do, right? Will be this particular public key will be store it in the Linux servers. How can we do? We can do the automation. Example, you can use Ansible, Chef, Puppet. We can use that one. So we will give that our public IP. We will be stored there. And then what will happen, that the particular public IP, it will be pushed to all the Linux server. Then what you can do, right? When you are connecting using your username, remember guys, when you are connecting using your username address, it won't ask password because my public key, whatever generated public key, right? Whatever I have generated this public key, it is available in the server level. So server can accept that particular one. Server will be accept that particular one. So I can able to connect the server without providing the password. Okay. Here we have three options, guys. One is you can use, first one is you can use using EC2-user default one for Amazon Linux. If it is a window Ubuntu, we will be having that username is Ubuntu. So we will be connect that particular one. Second option is you can give your username and password, AD credentials. You can connect. Third one is you can give your username, but you don't require to provide the password. The reason you will be provide this particular public key and the particular public key, it will be pushed to all the Linux server. So your public key is available in all the Linux server. When you are trying to connect, right, it will be allow using your username and you can able to connect it. Understand, right? This is the three different ways, guys. This is one of the most important. Whether you really worked or not, they can easy to identify. Hey Murli, can you please tell me how many ways you can connect the Linux server? Okay, which user you have used to connect the Linux server? How do you connect? Example, if you say like I'm using EC2-user, why can't you connect using your username? Yeah, if you say yes, how do you connect? What is the process? Okay, and in case if you are connecting AD credentials, where exactly is configured? AD is nothing but Active Directory, guys. LDAP you can set up also. So using your username password also you can connect it. That is also an option. Third option is place that particular public IP in my public IP. Example, my system public IP in all the Linux servers. We can push it using any automation tool. In case if you have AWS SSM, also if you can use Ansible, Chef, Puppet, anything, guys. Okay, so these are the three different ways. Okay, usually in case if your username is not working, especially we'll be use EC-user to connect the servers. Any questions now? Any questions now? Now we are going to discussing about working with SCP command. Let's see the demo so that you will get some idea. So here we have a GitHub repository DevOps 0 to hero, and here you can see the day 5 working with SCP command. I already written the documentation, so we can see the demo as well. Before going to see the demo, first we can understand what is SCP. SCP is nothing but secure copy protocol. Usually CP command will be used it, right? Similarly, CP is nothing but copy protocol. SCP is nothing but secure copy protocol. Using this particular SCP command, we can copy either directories or files from local to remote, remote to local over the SSH command, over the SSH. So using this particular SCP command, we can copy either directory or file from remote server to local. Remote server is nothing but example EC2 server. From there to here, and from local to remote server, we can do that. Example, we can see that demo so that you will get some idea. So here I already connected the EC2 instance. Currently I'm in the EC-user. If you see here, and here I'm giving the ll command. Currently we don't have anything. Now what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to create one file, that is a touch command sample.txt. Example, I'm creating sample.txt file. Now this is available in the remote server, right? From remote to local, we can copy this particular file. Okay, we can copy this particular file. For that one, right here, we have a git bash. I already opened inside the downloads. We have a DevOps file, DevOps directory, and here I need to copy whatever remote server is available, right? Inside the remote server, we have a sample.txt file, right? I need to copy from remote to this particular local DevOps folder. Okay, how do we do? For that one, you can use SCP. Okay, and -i is nothing but identity file, and here you need to provide your PEM file. Here, if you see here, my PEM file is available. Which PEM file you need to provide? Here you need to check it. This is my EC2 instance. If you go and check it here, right? Here we have the key name is infra. So what I'm going to do? I'm going to give it here infra.pem file. Then here you need to give it EC2-user EC2-user and here you need to give your IP address or DNS name. In my case, I'm giving the public IP. Just copy this particular public IP. You can paste here, and then here you can give the colon and where your file is available. If you go and check it here, your file is available in the, if you can give it PWD. Inside this particular remote server, home directory, EC-user, there we have a sample.txt file. So here you need to provide your path. Here I'm giving that home/EC2-user. Okay, and then slash, and here I'm giving that sample.txt. Now space, you have to give the space. Remember, here we gave that scp-i info.pem, and here we gave that EC2-user, that particular server username, server IP, and we gave that path and the specific file as well. Now where you need to copy this particular in your local. So here in my case, DevOps folder is available. In this particular DevOps folder only, I need to copy this particular remote file. Okay. Now what if you want to be copy in current directory, right? Here you can give it dot. Dot means in current directory, it will be copy whatever sample.txt file, right? It will copy to DevOps folder. Understand, right? Now you can enter. Now if you enter here, what will happen? It is using this particular PEM file. It is connected to this particular server, and it will copy the particular whatever sample.txt file. It will copy. Now you can give ll command. Let's say if you observe here, sample.txt file, it is copied to local from remote server. Understand, right? Understand, right? This is the process of copy from remote to local server specific file. Now we can try with directory as well, folder. So for that one, I can go to this particular remote server, and here I'm giving that mkdir. Example, I'm giving that git is a folder. Okay. Now you can enter, and here you can see that git folder I have created. Now this particular, if you see here, D means a directory, right? Directory or folder, both are same only. Okay. Now we need to copy this particular directory to local. For that one, you can go here, scp-i info.pem EC2-user, same path, guys. EC2, copy this until here, EC2-user, and then here you have to give the direct name. What is the direct name? We can give git. If you see here, ec2-user @public IP : home directory ec2-user /git. And now where we need to copy? I'm giving the dot means it is copy to this particular whatever directory. It is copy to current directory, current folder, that is a DevOps folder. Okay. Now you can enter. Now if you see here, I'm trying to copy that particular directory to your local. Let's see. If you see here, it is throwing the error. It is throwing the error like not a regular file. Here you have to remember, when you are copy file from remote to local server, you can directly use scp-i command. But when you are trying to copy from local to remote or remote to local, the particular directory, what you have to do, you need to give the scp-r command. Remember guys, scp-r. -r is nothing but recursively. Here you have to give it. If you see here, scp-r, because this is the directory, right? That's why you have to give the -r. If you remember, when you're copying from local to one location to another location using cp command also, during that time we gave that cp-r command. Similarly, in scp command also, if you are trying to copy from local to remote or remote to local directly, so you need to use the scp-r command. Now you can enter. Now if you see here, whatever directory, it is copied to your local. Let's see. Wait for a few seconds. Yeah, if you see done, now you can give the ll command, and here you can see that directory service also, it is copied from remote to local. Understand, right? Any questions? Now clear. Now we copied from local to, sorry, remote to local. Now what you have to do, here we have, I'm going to create one directory here, mkdir in my local, guys. In my local, I'm going to create one directory, that is example Linux. Okay, and also I'm going to create the touch command. I'm going to create the file as well, text file, test. Okay. Now if you see here we can see that here we have a one is test file and also Linux directory as well. Now what I wanted to do in my remote server, this is my remote server. In this particular path, home directory ec2-user, I need to copy from local to remote this particular test file and also Linux directory. I need to do both. How do we do? For that one, here you can give it scp, and then you have to give the your file name. What is the file name? Here I'm giving that test, and then here you can give it -i. Here you have to give the the particular pem file and ec2-user @ and here you have to give the your path. What is the IP address? Now you can go here, copy this particular IP address, and you can paste here, and then /home directory ec2-user. It means what this command will do, this particular whatever test file, it is copied to remote server from local to remote. Now you can enter. Let's see. Now you can enter here. scp. Wait 1 second. ec2-user @/home. Give me 1 second. Here you have to remember one thing, guys. Here I have given scp file name. Usually scp, and then you have to give your pem file, and then you have to give your source file. Okay, I have given the reverse order. That's why now I'm going to give it scp-i infra.pem, and then here I'm going to copy test file, right? Test file, and then here I'm going to copy this one, this particular ec2-user @IP address, and then this particular path. Now you can enter. Now here you can see that whatever test file, it is going to be copied to remote server. Here you can see the 100% is completed test file. Now I'm going to check it in the EC2. Now here I'm in the EC2, right? Currently, if you see here, pwd home directory ec2-user. Now here you can give the ll command, and here you can see that. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy the directory as well. That is git directory. So for that one, here I'm giving that scp-i infra.pem. Okay, and then here you have to give the directory name, that is git, and here ec2-user @ you have to give either public IP or private IP or DNS name. Now here you can go here, copy this public IP or private IP, and here you can give it, and then /home directory ec2-user. Okay, now if you see here, whatever git directory, it is going to copy to this particular remote server, it is going to connect using this pem file, and then inside the home directory ec2-user, it will be copied that our local git directory, to the remote server. Okay, now you can enter, and here you can see that now it is going to copy that. Wait for 1 second. You have to give the -r. If you remember, if it is the directory, right, you have to give the -r, right? You can give the -r, scp -r -i info.pem, the particular git directory, ec-user, the particular IP address, and home directory. Now you can enter here. Now what is happening, right? It is going to copy our local directory, that is git directory, to remote, that is ec-user. Now it is done. Now you can go ahead and check it here. Now here you can give the ll command, and here you can see that git sorry, we did the git directory, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do that Linux one instead of git, because the git is already there. That's why just you can give it Linux. Okay. If you see here, scp -r -i info.pem Linux directory. Okay. Now, if we enter here, now what will happen, right? The particular Linux directory, it is going to copy from local to remote. If you see here, it is done. Now you can go ahead and check it here. You can give the ll command, and here you can see that Linux directory also, it is copied from local to remote. Okay. I hope understand, right? This is the process of copying from local to remote. And one more thing here, you have to remember, guys, in real time, right? Sometimes instead of using a PEM file, you can also directly use this particular one, scp, okay, example test file from local, and here you can give it murali @, and here you can give your public IP, example this one. You can go here, copy this public IP, okay, and then here you can give it a /home/ ec2-user. Okay, understand it? Now here I'm not providing any the particular PEM file identity file. The reason here I have given my username. So when you give this particular username, there are three options, as I said, right? One is you can pass that PEM file. Second option is you can give it your username and it will ask the password, AD credentials. You can enter. Third one is if you already copied your public key to the server, specific server. So you can directly, if you give the user, it won't ask any password. Directly it will be copy from, it will be connect, and it will be copy that particular test file to a remote server. So this is totally depends on project to project. Some project, right, they may use just we can directly connect using ec2-user. Some project they may use using AD credentials to the particular Linux servers as well. Sometimes, right, we may use we'll be copy our public IP, our system. Whenever you join any organization, you will get that laptop. So in the particular laptop, you will be generate the public key, and then you will be paste the particular public key to the all server using either earlier I said either Ansible, Puppet, Chef. Okay, depends on that. So we can connect like this as well. This is a totally depends on project to project. They may use either scp command using PEM file to copy from local to remote, remote to local. This is the one of the most important scp command. Sometimes, example, I can say one of the application is running on the EC2 instance. So there was some issue application. We are seeing that there was some issue. So we are seeing that application related issue. So application team, what they will raise the ticket, right? Hey Murli, can you please share that particular logs? Then what you have to do? If you have a multiple logs, right, you can zip that one, and you can use scp command. We can copy from local to remote, remote to local using scp command, and we can share the particular logs to the respective team members. The reason you may ask question, Murli, why we can't be provide that access server access to the developer? Usually in real time, we may not be provide that server access to the developers. We may store the logs to the somewhere, example, OpenSearch, Elasticsearch, okay, some other logging tools. We may store that one in case if they are not stored any logs, application logs. So then what you have to do, you need to share the particular logs to the developer. We can use scp command. So we can download from remote to local. Then we can share the particular log to them. Okay, clear, right? Any questions now? Now we are going to discussing about working with Crontab. Let's see the demo so that you will get some idea. So for that one, right, here you can see that DevOps 0 to hero. Here I already written that working with the Crontab. First we can see the theory part, and then we can go with practical as well. First of all, what is Crontab? Crontab is a command. Using this particular Crontab, we can schedule the task, specific time and date. Example, you want to be run that specific task in the everyday morning 2 o'clock, every 5 minutes, every 10 minutes. then what we can do, right? We can use this particular cron tab to set that, so that inside that particular we can create the cron tab and we can set that so that it will automatically trigger every 2 minutes, every 5 minutes, every 10 minutes, depends on you configure. You may ask question, Murli, when to use cron tab. Let's take example. You have deployed application on EC2 instance. Now, usually when you deploy, right, it will be generate the logs. Okay, but logs will be if you are not deleting older logs, right? What will happen? It will be increase space, and it will be you will get that frequently space issue. So instead of that one, what you can do, if you set up that, hey, I need to maintain last 7 days logs only, more than 7 days logs, I need to delete. Then what you can do, right? We can set up the cron tab, and every day it will be run midnight, and it will be if more than 7 days, it will be delete the older logs. That is a one of the situation will be use the cron tab. Apart from that, this one also we may use, like example, if we are using cron tab, configuration management tool. Example, if we use Ansible, Chef, Puppet, then what you can do, right? In case if you want to be pull every 5 minutes, example, someone made some changes in the Ansible, so it needs to be applied, right? There are two options. One, we made changes, we can run the Jenkins job, it will be applied. Second option, right? Inside the cron tab, we can keep it. Every 5 minutes needs to be pull it if any changes happen. So in that situation also, each and every Linux or Windows, whatever server, right, will be set up this cron tab. Especially this cron tab will work for operating system, that is Linux. Okay, clear. And coming to the cron tab syntax, here we have a min. It means minimum minutes, hours, day of month, day of week, CMD. Whatever command you are going to be running, you need to be defined. Here you can see that min, we can mention like 0 to 59. Usually 1 hour, 1 minute is nothing but 60 seconds, right? That's why 0 to 59, you can declare that. And coming to the hours, and here you can see that total 24 hours, right? Per day we have a total 24 hours. That's why you can mention that 0 to 23. The value you can mention. Example, I want to run every 1 hour. Then here you can see that give it 1 hour, and in minutes we can give it star, so that every 1 hour it will be triggered. And day of month. Day of month, usually every month we will be having that maximum 31 days, right? That's why here you can see that 1 to 31. And month of field, month here, right? We have a every year we have a 12 months, right? That's why here you can see that 1 to 12. Day of week, total we have 7 days, right? So 0 to 6, 0 is the Sunday. It will start from 0 to 6, 0 is Sunday. And command, whatever you want, command you want to be running, you can declare there. So this is the cron tab syntax. Again, I'm repeating, guys. Min is nothing but minutes. You can mention that 0 to 59 minutes, because usually earlier I said seconds, right? Sorry, minutes is nothing but minutes. Usually like 1 hour we will be having that 60 minutes, right? That's why you can mention that 0 to 59. Hours we will be having the 24 hours per day. That's why you can mention that 0 to 23. Day of month we will be having that per month we will be having maximum 31 days. You can mention here. Month you can mention that maximum 12 months, right, per year. That's why you can mention 12. Day of week, maximum we will be having the 7 days, right, per week. So 0 to 6, 0 is the Sunday. And here you can mention that command as well. Clear? Any questions now? I hope you understood cron tab syntax, right? Now what you can do, right? We can create a one file, script.sh inside the opt directory. What this particular script.sh will do, right? Here we are declaring the log file. Example, varlog script.logs, and whatever generating that one, right? It is going to be store it in the script.log file. So there, what we are doing, we are first creating the touch command. It will be create that whatever file. And next one, right? Here we are mentioning echo. Whatever is generating this particular one, we are going to be added in the log file. Log file means varlog script.log. It will be stored it, whatever it is going to be. What it will do, it will be display the particular date, script execute completed. So now first we can run this manually. So whether it is writing or not, we can check it. Then what we can do, we can use Crontab. We can run it every 2 minutes or every 5 minutes or every 1 day, whatever. We can declare that one. Clear, right? So now what I'm going to do, I already log into the server. I'm going to OPT directory. I'm in the OPT directory, and here I'm going to create the cat script.sh. Okay, script.sh. Now you can go here, copy this one, and then here you can declare here. Okay, now you can enter. Now if you see here you can see that script.sh available. Now here I'm going to give the execute permissions as well. For that one, you can give 777 or whatever. Okay, script.sh. You understood, right? This particular permission 777 means we are giving read, write, execute for user and owner, group, others as well. And here we have given. Now what I'm going to do, first I'm going to be run this particular one manually. How do we run this particular shell script? We can run it sh script.sh script.sh. We can run it. Remember one thing, if you want to be run shell script, you can give sh a space, you can give the script name, or /script.sh. That one also you can give it. Now you can enter. If you see here, now you can enter. It is run this one. Now we need to check it, right? Whether the whether that info is written inside the var script.log. Now what I'm going to do, you can go to that var log, and here you can see that script.log. You can check it. Yeah, here you can see the script.log. I can go here cat script.log. Now here you can check it. Now we run manually. So whatever we mentioned $date here came and script executed successfully. Okay, super. This part is clear, right? Any questions now? Any questions now? Now this part is clear. We did manually, but I need to run it every 1 hour, every 2 minutes, every 5 minutes. Then what you have to do? We need to be set up the cron tab. We need to be set up the cron tab. Remember, in case if any permissions issues, right? And you need to be give it 777, or if you want to be give it var log script.log, right? You need to be give it in case if any permissions issues. But in our case, right, we are running in the root user. That's why it is not, we are not seeing any permissions issues, but the particular varlog script.log. So whatever it generated is going to be write it inside the varlog script.log. Okay, fine. Now remember, echo command, it will be print. Whatever getting this one, it is going to be right inside the varlog script.log, because here we mentioned that 2 greater than. It means it will be append every time. Understand? Now what we need to do, right? In case this particular OPT log, right, we need to be run every 2 minutes or every 1 hour, whatever. Then what you have to do, right? Instead of every time log into the server running that particular one, it is unnecessary. For that one, what we can do, we can set up the cron tab. How do we check currently? Do we have any cron tabs? Cron tab -l. You can give cron tab -l. It will be, sorry. Okay, currently we don't have Crontab in this particular server. Let me install it. Crontab. Okay, give me 1 second. So if you use Amazon Linux 2023, you have to install Crontab. But in our case, we are using Amazon Linux 2 only. If you see here you can see the Amazon Linux 2. So now we can check it here, Crontab -l. If you give Crontab -l, whatever current user, you are in the root user, right? Inside the root user, whatever we have a Crontab set up, it will be displayed. If you see here, enter. Now here it is showing that no Crontab for root user. So for that, in a specific root user, we don't have any cron tabs. And also in case if you want to be check it, what are the sub commands available? Now here you can give it -help, cron tab -help. Here you can see that -u is nothing but you can define the user specific user cron tabs. If you want to be check it, you can do that. -e, if you want to be edit this, if you want to be see that, you can give that -l. If you want to be delete that, you can give the -r. If you want to be before deleting, right? If you want to be give the prompt, you can give -I. Okay, clear, right? And remaining you don't record much. If you want to be enable debugging also, you can give the -X. Clear? Fine. Now what we need to do, right? Now we verify that if we have any Crontab setup. No, in this particular root user, we haven't set up anything. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to edit this Crontab -E. -E is nothing but edit. And then here, insert mode. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to set up that every 2 minutes, I need to run that the particular script. Then what you can do, we can give *2. Remember guys, if you're not giving just if you give the 2, right, what will happen? Every 1 hour, every 1 hour, second minutes it will be run it. But if you want to be run every 2 minutes, then what you have to do? *2, you have to give a *2. 0 star means again remaining star means always. Remember guys, always. Here you have to be understand very carefully. Now you can go here. As I said earlier, here we have a minutes. It means we will be having the 60 minutes, right, per hour. So here, what we are going to do, I need to run every 2 minutes. It means you have to mention 2, right? But usually cron tab, if you just mention 2, it will act as a every 1 hour, second minute will run. But in our case, we wanted to run every 2 minutes. Then what you have to do, instead of giving just 2, you have to give *2. And remaining, whatever we are giving, that hours, day of month, day of week, everything, right? Here we are giving star means always. Here we are giving star mean always. Okay, always. Understand, right? /opt script.sh. It means every 2 minutes this particular script will be run. Again, I'm explaining here. *2 means every 2 minutes, and here we are giving that other stars, right? It means always. It means always. Understand, right? Now what I'm going to do? I'm going to copy this one, and here we can declare here. Now if you see here, I have mentioned that every 2 minutes remaining. This is hours, minutes, hours, day of month, day of week, everything we mentioned. The star means always. Always means every 2 minutes it will run. In case if you want to be run every 1 hour 2 minutes, then what you can do in second value, right, star, right? You can give it 1. 1 means every 1 hour 2 minutes it will be run it. Clear, right? Now what I'm going to do? Now I'm going to save this one. Escape, Shift:/WQ. Okay, now we have set up this one. The particular we have added. Now what I'm going to do? I'm going to check it whether it is added or not. Crontab -L. Crontab -L. Here you can see that the script also set up done. Now I'm checking here date, and if you see here, current date is April 15, and here you can see that 12/19. Okay, now what will happen, right? 12/21. 00 means 12. 12/21. This particular script will be executed. Sorry, 12/19 means 12/21. The script will be executed. The reason here we mentioned that *2 means every 2 minutes this particular Crontab will be run. And then if you go and check it inside this particular var log, and if you go here in the script.sh, the script.log, currently we have only one, that is we were run manually, right? Now later sometime, right, after 2 minutes, the particular script will be run and it will be written that particular date with successfully completed. Now if you want to be check it, for that one you can monitor here using tail command script.sh. Now what will happen when you use this particular one, and here it will be display this one. If you see here 10:20 it is run. Next run will be 10:22 because we mentioned that 2 minutes. Okay, now when you give this tail-f, it will give the live. It will give the live logs. If you remember earlier we discussed the tail-f command. I will show you later, right? So this is one of the example. In the script.log next to 12:22. 12:22, the particular script will be executed automatically because we mentioned that Crontab. Now when I use this tail-f, it will give the live logs. Wait for few minutes, 2 minutes, so that currently we have only 2 entries, right? Now it will going to be added another entry, that is Tuesday, April 15, 12:22 UTC formats, script executed successfully. We can check that particular message. We have to wait for 2 minutes. Understand, right? Any questions? Now if you see here 12:22, 00 means 12, guys. Okay, 12:22 UTC format it is run. So earlier it was run 12:20, and after 2 minutes it run. Exact 2 minutes it run that particular script as well. Understand, right? This is the process of setting up the, if you want to be set up any cron tab. Example, I have showcased sample script, guys, but in real time also similarly application logs rotation, okay, DB logs rotation, and also if you want to be application logs or DB logs, if you want to be generate the tar file every day related, if you want to be segregate that, you can do that. If you want to be maintain last 7 days logs, we can write that script and we can run it every 1 hour or every 1 day, depends on use cases. Clear, right? Any questions now? Okay, super. Now it is running every 2 minutes. That is awesome. Now you can go here in case the particular cron tab is running or not. Sometimes, right, it is not writing the logs. Okay, or if you want to be check the cron tab related logs, right, then what you can do, right, if it is your Amazon Linux, CentOS, Red Hat related one, you can go ahead and check it inside this particular varla cron. This is the cat command, you have to use it, not the cd cat command. If you go here var log, and here you can enter here, and here you can see that cron is a file. If you see here, this is the file. Now what you can do, you can give it cat Crontab. Now you can enter, and here you can see that cat cron, and here you can see that the particular script. If you see here, open opt script.sh, it is run 1220, and then it was run another one is 1222. The particular whatever we have a /opt/script1. So it means it is working as we expected without any issues. Understand, right? Inside this var log cron file, we can check it whether the script is running every 2 minutes or not. Here we can verify that one. We can verify the Crontab logs. Any questions now? Any questions this? And also remember, this Crontab is running as a service, guys. If you go and check it here, systemctl status cron d. Now you can enter. If you see here cron d or cron d.service, whatever, if you see here, this particular one, it is running. Sometimes, right, what will happen, you have connected one of the server, okay, temporarily you wanted to be stop the cron tab. You already written the you already set up the cron tab in your system, the particular server, but temporarily I don't want to be run that particular whatever we mentioned inside the cron tab. Then what you can do, right, this particular service cron d or cron d.service, what you can do, temporarily we can stop it. If you stop this particular service, even though if we have anything configured cron tab, so it won't be execute until unless this particular service is up and running. Understand, right? That is one of the possibility. In case if we require, we can do that. The particular cron tab related service also, here you can see that user lib system cron d.service we have. Any questions? Understood, right? Understand, right? Remember, in case some of the regions, if the particular cron d is not running, then cron d.service is not running, then what you have to do, you need to be start and you need to be restart. And also in case if it is you may need to be enable that one. But the thing is, when you create the server, by default it is coming that cron tab. That's why, remember, again I'm repeating, if it is default is coming the cron tab related, not only cron tab, any service, right, that the particular related script dot service script is available in the user lib systemd system. If it is user lib systemd system, right, it means by default when you launch the EC2 instance, that the particular script cron d.service is also coming default. We haven't set up anything. In case if you set up customized one, we will be set up in the etc systemd system, etc/systemd system location. Understand, right? Clear, right? Any questions now? Any questions? If you have any question, feel free to reach out to me via LinkedIn, Instagram, Telegram, and also we have a Tech World with Murali website. In this website, I already publish all the DevOps related courses, DevOps, AWS, Kubernetes, AWS networking, DevOps hands-on project help. Here we have 1 month, 6 months, 1 year plans available. If you want, you can enroll here. If you still have any question, feel free to comment. I will try to respond as soon as possible. Thanks for watching this video. We'll see you next video.